We are here in Davie, Florida today to check out the Fort Lauderdale United. It's the first game ever for Fort Lauderdale United. Right now we're here in the fan zone, kind of similar to what they do at the Inter-Miami games. You've got some soccer going on back there, and you've got some funky Buddha beer going on over here. Free samples for some beer at the fan zone. I don't know if they do free samples at other games, but this is the fan zone here on a rainy day. I'll be honest with you, this is not the best day for to do your first ever home game, but what can you do? We got a hurricane a couple days away, got a lot of rain happening, but a good turnout here tonight. We're going to go check out what the inside of the stadium looks like soon. This stadium here is the old Miami Dolphins training facility. They retrofitted it for Fort Lauderdale United, spent several $1 million on it. It seats around 7,000. So we're going to go check that out, and we'll do a little game day vlog. Stick with us. So as you can see, it is a rainy night here in Davie for Fort Lauderdale United. It is kind of a chaotic scene here. There's just a big crowd. Don't know why there's a big crowd, but there is a big crowd here. It seems very chaotic. I don't even know where my seats are. There's really not any good signage to kind of find your way around the stadium. So we're going to have to just kind of figure out. I'm in section 111. I don't know where that is, other than it's near the 50-yard line. I don't know what side though. So as we're walking around, you get a good view here of this retrofitted stadium. They did a really good job. All new seats over here. I think this side was already here, but it was Dolphin colored, so the seats were different. But I think we're sitting over here, not sure, but we're gonna go find out. This is a pretty cool thing here. We got looks like a high school or probably the college band. This is probably the NSU college band. Here is where we have all their gear. That's their home jersey right there. Next to that is this aqua colored. It's kind of like their training kit. And then they got some t-shirts. This white shirt over here is their away kit. So some good Nike merchandise here. So here's our view right here, pretty much right on the 50-yard line. Great spot. Unfortunately, we are in the rain. Very small overhang here at the stadium. Very small. I would suggest if you guys come to a game, get the upper rows. Didn't know that was an issue. I thought, hey, I want to be closer to the field, so I'll get a kind of a lower seat, which is great. But it's raining, and so we're gonna get wet today. We are prepared for the rain. I wasn't planning on wearing anything pink today because Inter-Miami is just wanting to wear the Fort Lauderdale stuff, but the rain had other plans for me. We are prepared for the rain. So as we pan around, these seats over here, I remember coming to like a Dolphins training, and I sat, I think, over there. I think these stands that we're sitting in here are brand new, and this over here, if I remember correctly, was the old Dolphins indoor training portion. Something, or they knocked it down and rebuilt it, I don't know. But they're obviously doing something here for, I assume, for the college. I don't know if this is going to be intended for Fort Lauderdale United, but construction's still happening here. Now this game was delayed a week. So the home opener was supposed to be last week, but against Zephyr something or other. And it got postponed because the stadium wasn't quite ready. So today they're playing against Brooklyn FC, and the stadium's ready. It's just unfortunate conditions. I mean, it's a pretty good rainstorm here. But we are diehard, and we're gonna sit through it. I don't know, my wife might seek shelter, but I'm sitting here in the rain, getting soaking wet, and watching football. An electric guitar in the rain. Love it. Here we go, we're just about ready for kickoff. You've got Brooklyn in these kind of pinstripe-looking kits. They're kind of cool. You see the pinstripes there, kind of a brownish tan color with pinstripes. Fort Lauderdale wearing all blues. Here we go. Kicked off for the very first time, the historic home opener for Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale United being the only professional women's soccer team ever in Fort Lauderdale. There was a professional women's team in West Palm some years back. Magic Jack, I think was the name, if I remember correctly. They had all the stars. It was a one-year deal. The crazy owner for Magic Jack owned the team. It had like Abby Wambach. I think young Megan Rapinoe was on there, maybe like even Shannon Box. I mean, we had like all the national team stars on that team. This is USL Super League. It's Division I soccer, just like the NWSL, which is the current women's pro league, which is modeled a little more similarly to MLS. So this is technically is the same division as the NWSL, but there is clearly a difference in the players. Not to speak poorly of these women, but it's just that these are younger players. This is kind of it reminds me of USL Championship. Solid, good stuff, but just slightly younger, less experienced players. Almost. So we're going to be learning about this team as we go. I don't know a ton about them, just probably like you, although I have watched them. All their games are on Peacock, so if you have Peacock, you can check out all the Super League games. I do know we have a midfielder that's pretty good named Knox, and I think her name is Addie McCain, who is the current Golden Boot leader in this league. It's only like 5-6 games into the league. This is literally the 5th game for Fort Lauderdale United. Some of the teams have played 1 or 2 more games because remembering that Fort Lauderdale postponed last week's game because the stadium wasn't ready. So they're a little bit they've got games in hand. But Addie McCain I think has 5-6 goals in the season so far. So she's leading the league in goals, and she's out there somewhere. I don't even know the numbers yet. We're going to learn as we go. So far, 6 minutes in, Fort Lauderdale United is definitely pushing. But here you've got Brooklyn that we're pushing up the field a little bit. These are really good seats, I got to tell you. As much as we enjoy going to the bigger stadium, going to like Inter Miami Stadium, which is, it's not huge, but it's going to be even nicer, bigger when you go to Miami Freedom Park. There's something really cool and neat about coming to, a more intimate stadium like this, 7,000 seats, roughly. I think it's a little bit less than, but there's something kind of intimate about coming to a stadium like this. 15 minutes in, I don't think we haven't really had a shot yet, but they are in the attack quite a bit, going up that left wing quite a bit. Fun fact, Chris Henderson, the GM, Director of Soccer Operations, I don't remember his actual title, is here somewhere behind us, from what I understand, because his daughter is on this team. Chris Henderson's daughter plays on this team. I don't think she's really gotten any minutes, but she is part of the squad. So that's kind of cool. I was thinking Messi should show up. He's in town. We went to see his son play. He should be here, but, he's not. Oh! All right, you got it? Good job on defense. It is very wet out on that field, so there could be some slipping and sliding. Ooh, nice shot, though. Nice shot. Nice little fake. So it looks like we have the beginnings of a supporters club over here few flags, a couple banners, maybe about 10 guys and girls. Meanwhile, Brooklyn is on the charge. Oh, no. But the drums that we're hearing are from that college band that was on the field. But they've got some flags over here. So this reminds me of kind of the early days of the Miami in Miami FC when we created the Miami Ultras. And in the very beginning, there's just like 3 of us. That was it. So this is like the very beginnings of this club, and so the very beginnings of that supporters club. Hopefully it grows as time goes. People get involved and sit behind the goal and cheer the team on. Just before the end of the first half, Brooklyn here has a nice opportunity, about 30 yards from goal. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Halftime entertainment, and correction, it is not a college band. This is Dillard High School performing here. I enjoy this. I like a little halftime entertainment. This is nice. In the rain. So it's halftime. We've got a little entertainment here. Miami games don't have any entertainment at halftime. Here at Fort Lauderdale United, we do have a little bit of halftime entertainment. So 0-0 at half. Fort Lauderdale United's had probably better chances, but Brooklyn have had a few opportunities as well. No great shots, but a couple here that I didn't necessarily get on camera. Ed does a better job at this than I do, by the way. But not the kind of crowd I think they were expecting, not the kind of crowd I was expecting. But this rain kind of ruined their home debut. Even in the opening announcement, they kind of said, hey, come back in 2 weeks. Hopefully we'll have better weather, a better show. Problem, in 2 weeks, October 19th is their next home game. Same night as Inter Miami's last home game of the season against New England Revolution. So that potentially is going to hurt this crowd. Scheduling games on the same night as an Inter Miami game, I'd say is a mistake. I don't know if it's a different audience, maybe, but I do see quite a few Inter Miami jerseys walking around the stadium. So I look at me, I'm wearing mine. So I don't know if it's that much of a different audience. So I think it would be a better idea for them to, schedule it on the Sunday like they did tonight, things like that, or a Friday, whatever. Just not scheduling on the Inter Miami games. But fun environment. Promising, nice venue, very intimate, very nice. Quality of soccer seems pretty good. It's only going to get better. It's a brand new league, brand new clubs, only 8 clubs in the league. So it's going to get better. And I assume that maybe next year they'll have a couple more teams, I would hope, in the league. So, we'll see what they have to show in the second half. They've been pressing, so let's see if they can continue. Here we go for the second half.
Halftime substitution for Brooklyn FC. Out number 2, Samantha Wilson. In number 27, Orlando Wesley. Substitution at halftime.
So Brooklyn made a sub. I almost said Inter Miami. Fort Lauderdale United made a sub in the first half as well. I think it might have been for injury or something like that. They didn't really announce, couldn't tell. But, it is raining harder now, if you can see. It's coming down pretty good out here. The most faithful, the diehard fans, willing to sit in the rain. Oh, awkward punch. Oh. Look at this rain. Can you see it? Holy cow. Look at this. This is what we're sitting in. It's been kind of a uneventful second half so far. 76th minute. Not a lot to cheer about for either side, really, but the rain stopped, or yeah, more or less stopped. That's a good thing. Here we go. Fort Lauderdale corner after a near opportunity for a goalkeeper kind of making a mistake a little bit. Now they've got a corner.
Get it! Come on!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, we got it. That's going to be another corner. Oh, take a shot, take a shot.
Go, go, go!
In Fort Lauderdale United Stadium history. In the 81st minute, 1-0 Fort Lauderdale United.
Well, you heard the announcer. First home goal ever in team history here at their Fort Lauderdale Stadium. I think that's what they're calling it. Scored by number 24. So it's not the first goal in club history, but first goal in home history, if you will. And this was looking like it was going to be a 0-0 game. So now they got about 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more with stoppage time. You know, I can imagine there being like 5-6 minutes of stoppage time. So they got to hold on. Chris Henderson's daughter just checked in here, number 16, playing in the midfield. He's here. Proud moment for him, I'm sure. Oh! Almost. Well, keeper hurt a little there, it looks like. Yellow card for Brooklyn. We're not sure what it's for exactly. It looked kind of like a weak yellow, but we'll take it. Careful playing it back.
Your attention, please. A yellow card has been issued to Brooklyn FC's number 24, Kelsey Hill. In the 89th minute.
All right.
Go, 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 go. You got it. Oh. How many minutes here?
5 minutes of added time here, while Brooklyn is pushing for that equalizer.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Woo! Scary there. Ooh.
That's out, right?
That's out. It's out. It's out. It's out. And that is it. Fort Lauderdale gets their first home win.
Final score, Brooklyn Lauderdale United Stadium. Your Fort Lauderdale United 1, Brooklyn FC 0.
Fort Lauderdale now has 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. And we finished the night the way we started. The rain is pouring yet again. With this win, Fort Lauderdale United now moves up to 2nd place in the league. So just FYI, this league is playing the European schedule, which a lot of fans want MLS to do, but they haven't. So this team, this league is, they started just a couple months ago, or a month ago maybe, and they'll take a winter break, and then continue after the holidays, stuff like that. So fun night, good quality soccer. And you guys should come out and check it out. Again, like I mentioned before, they just got to be careful to not schedule games the same night as Inter Miami, because their next home game is on the same night as Inter Miami. So that's a challenge. But tickets are affordable. Our seats, we were in like the 11th row on the 50-yard line, and they were only $35. $10 to park, much cheaper than Inter Miami. If you were an Inter Miami fan that says, hey, Inter Miami's too expensive, this is a good option. So come check out Fort Lauderdale United. It was a lot of fun. It's wet. It was a memorable night because of this rain. So it's definitely memorable, for sure. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go dry off. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.